Hello, and welcome to California Gun Law. I'm your host, Don Hammond. Today, I'm going to discuss concealed carry in vehicles. We get a lot of questions about how someone with a California CCW license can or should carry a pistol while driving. I'm a licensed California attorney and a shooting instructor. I regularly help teach the 16-hour class that's required to get a concealed carry license in California. On this program, we provide education on California's complicated web of gun laws so that responsible gun owners can better understand how to lawfully exercise their rights. California has a complicated web of firearm laws and regulations, and there are a lot of traps for the unwary. We want to help you do it right so that you won't need our criminal defense legal services. On to today's topic. How can a California CCW holder legally carry a pistol while driving? And what are some tips for carrying safely? First of all, let's look at the relevant sections of the Penal Code. California law allows a CCW licensee to carry loaded and concealed pistols that are listed on their license. A license holder is exempt from Penal Code Section 25400 by Section 25655. So carrying a concealed firearm within a vehicle is allowed. And California CCW holders are exempt from Section 25850 by Section 26010. So carrying a loaded firearm is allowed if you have a California CCW license. This means that you can legally carry your loaded pistol anywhere within your span of control. That means that it is within your reach and not accessible to others. It also has to be concealed, so not visible to people outside of your vehicle. This leaves a lot of options. You can carry your gun on your person, in the center console, in the glove box, in the driver's door pocket, in a sling bag, on a fanny pack, on a magnet as long as it's not visible, or dozens of other options. I'm sure your imagination will lead you to all kinds of ways that you can carry a gun as long as it's not visible to other people. That's the legal answer. Now let's consider the practical considerations. The instructors I work with all recommend carrying on body, generally in a holster somewhere on your waistband. I like around 3 o'clock to 4 o'clock position. Many people like appendix. It's another great option. For a long drive, a shoulder holster with a loose shirt over it is a really good idea. A fanny pack or a sling bag seem like good ideas if you keep it on you and if you train enough to be able to access the gun when you need it. We do not recommend off-body carry generally, but especially in a vehicle. There are several reasons for this. There are a number of companies that make magnets that you can stick your gun to under the dashboard. The problem with this, or placing it on the passenger seat with a shirt over it, or any other method where the gun is not secured, the problem is, what happens if you're in a car crash? You don't need a chunk of steel flying around inside of your car. Also, think about what you're going to do when the proverbial shit hits the fan and you need to jump out of your car. I would bet that there are situations where you would not grab your gun on the way out, either because you forgot or because you were simply unable to reach it in that critical moment. Sometimes scammers set up a situation where you bump into them, then you get out of your car to see if they're okay, and they carjack or rob you. A, did you bring your gun as a tool to handle that situation? And B, when they drive off in your car, do they now have your gun? It's a bad situation. Another consideration is what you're going to do when you pop into Subway to get a sandwich. You have to either have the gun concealed on your person or in a locked container out of sight inside the car, and the center console or glove box don't count. So if you're carrying it in the center console while you're driving, and then you want to make a stop, you need to either put it on your person without anybody seeing you, or put it into a locked container without anybody seeing you. That's a lot of work. It's a good idea to have different methods of carry depending on your daily activities and what you're wearing. 3 o'clock inside the waistband might be great for walking around. A shoulder holster might be more comfortable and accessible on a long drive. You may also want to carry differently if you're wearing a big winter coat versus when you're in shorts and a t-shirt. I like a tuckable inside the waistband holster for most situations. It's leather backed so it's comfortable. I can tuck my shirt in between the holster and my body if I'm wearing a jacket, or I can tuck the shirt over it to conceal if I'm not wearing a jacket. And the gun disappears under an untucked t-shirt on the weekends. Just remember to practice and be proficient with every method you use to carry. Your gun doesn't do you any good if you can't draw it when you need it, and hopefully you'll never need it. I'm Don Hammond of California Gun Law, and we'll catch you all next time. Stay informed, stay legal, stay safe.